for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just...
We interrupt this program for a TV6 First Alert Severe Weather Update.
This will be another update. I'm meteorologist Kyle Dickens of the First Alert Forecast Center. We're watching this line of storms that's continuing to move into the TV6 viewing area and closer to the metro. We're watching specifically one area. There's several areas that we're watching, but closely this area near Wilton right now. We've been noticing 60 to 65, at times even 70 miles an hour winds being indicated on First Alert Doppler radar here. This area is moving right to the east here, and it's going to be heading right into the heart of the Quad City Metro. So yeah, we're not technically under a warning yet in the metro, but here before long we certainly will be as this continues to move off to the east and a little bit to the northeast as well. So Parkview up to DeWitt, you folks as well will be getting into this, but also out to the west here, Wheatland, Tipton, you just went through a pretty nasty storm, and down there near Wilton as well. You have probably just had the worst of this move through, and we can check and see what we're catching on winds here, but this is getting closer and closer to the radar site, and so we get a better visual on this from a radar standpoint. And yeah, you can see, look at that right there. We're getting up to 60-mile-an-hour winds in that specific area there, but all around we've been close to 60 to 70 at times. So we continue to watch that. But also, we'll clear this off here and go back to the velocity product, or excuse me, the reflectivity product here. And this shows how heavy that rain is. We see a lot of heavy rain with this. Visibility is going to be very poor. So do not get out and travel in this. Let this thing pass through. We continue with those a whole patchwork of warnings here that we've got from north to south. I'll zoom things out and kind of give you a quick tour here of what we're seeing. Again, we've got this warning that does include Scott County, Muscatine County, Rock Island County, a little portion there of Rock Island County. Also to the south here through Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant, you're starting to get into some of the heavy activity. Now, the good news is that circulation that we were once tracking there has weakened, and actually the whole thing has weakened a little bit. Still, we could see some damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour in that area, and certainly a lot of lightning and heavy rainfall. In fact, we'll back out here and you can see we've had quite a bit of lightning being indicated on radar as this continues to move through, so that'll certainly be a hazard. Back to the wind though, and back to the metro here. We're going to track this into the metro. We want to watch too, and this is something that we've brought up, and this is the reason we have a tornado watch in place, is we get these little kinks in the line here. You can kind of see that there starting to form. We want to watch that. That's just southeast of Tipton because we could see developing circulation. But the core of this, the strongest of the winds, we're going to track that here into the Quad City Metro. It's moving east-northeast right now at about 50 miles an hour. And you can see those communities in Durant, 825. So just about moving through town now there. Walcott at 834, Buffalo 840, Davenport at 845. We've been, that 845 mark has been pretty consistent here on First Alert Doppler radar. So we want to continue with that. So there's an update there. We'll zoom in a little bit closer to where we're seeing the strongest of winds and kind of pick some pixels here and see what we've got. And right now, you look at that right there. Hopefully that is a bad pixel, but that's 100-mile-an-hour wind velocity being picked up on radar near Wilton. So we could be seeing some destructive winds. We're going to couple. This area might be, we might have to really consider with this one here, probably a little bit higher warning, because several areas are getting picked up, maybe 80-mile-an-hour winds near Wilton. So this is a dangerous storm. You don't want to be messing with this. If you're in Muscatine, the worst of it is just to your north. Buffalo, you're in this warning right now. Also up towards Dixon, Iowa. You two are in this warning. So taking a look at the reflectivity product here once again. I'll put this in motion and you can see how fast that is moving. We might be seeing a big gush of wind out there near Wilton moving out of that storm. But nonetheless, this is a dangerous storm. You want to be indoors now. But again, First Alert Doppler radar picking up maybe 80-mile-an-hour winds there. This is traveling essentially down I-82, so don't want to be out traveling in this. We'll back things up, kind of give you another update here of the whole area. And this is going to continue to move west to east here over the next several hours. It's going to be a long duration event here for us, at least. It's going to eventually be moving into the Illinois counties, probably about 9 to 10 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame there, roughly. But right now, the most concerning warning is this one here that will be eventually moving into the metro. That's going to be for Muscatine County now, also parts of Scott County, western Scott County there. But right now, we're seeing some pretty damaging, maybe even destructive winds near the Wilton area. So we're going to continue to watch that. Also, that warning up here, Cedar County, parts of Clinton County. Clinton, Savannah, you'll be getting into some of this as well. And also those areas here down towards the south in Henry County, Iowa. You continue with that warning as well. That will eventually be moving into Louisa County, also Des Moines County as well. So tornado watch continues until midnight. Does look like we'll get an extension on a new watch here for central Illinois here before long. We'll continue to keep you updated. If we get any updates on these warnings, we will jump in and let you know.
Liz, we're halfway.